Hey guys, it is me, Lightning here, and today we're back with another Youtooz review, and today we have finally got the full set. Also, sorry for my bird screaming in the background, but we also got the full set of the Poppy Playtime Wave 1 Youtooz. Yes guys, so an entire month ago, I received the Player and Huggy Youtooz figure, but I didn't get Poppy, so I couldn't do a full review. But only a couple days ago, I finally went and got Poppy, well, Poppy finally received here, so now I can finally do the full review that you guys have been waiting for. Each of these, I think, have been sold out beside Huggy Wuggy at the time of recording this on Youtooz, and each of them do retail for $30 each. So they are pretty expensive, but you know, they're all limited, and once they sold out, they're sold out for good. And without further ado, let's go and hop into the full review. Okay, so the first one we'll be looking at is obviously our boy Huggy Wuggy, because he's just so good, you know? Gotta bring the camera down just so we can see the full glory of Huggy Wuggy. So yeah, my whole camera is like pretty, like, don't know why it's like that. Okay, wait. Okay, now that should be better. Okay, you know? Okay, now that's better. Don't know why I was like that. It was like a little curve to it. But anyways, this is Huggy Wuggy. It says your vinyl figure. You choose in the bottom saying Poppy played him in the back, showing Huggy Wuggy. And when you turn it around, it just shows Playco with also Youtooz. I don't know why it's not focusing. It keeps like unfocusing. Then the next one we got here is in the back. It says your Poppy Playtime, showing the Youtooz eyes and the whole toy factory. Pretty cool. On the other side, it shows a more toy factory with the Youtooz logo. And in the back, all it shows is Youtooz. The whole little sign. I don't know why it keeps unfocusing. It says Youtooz, shows the official sticker, 100% authentic, and all that other stuff, and all in red. You know, for Poppy Playtime at the top, shows Huggy Wuggy behind the logo too. But now, without further ado, let's go and actually open this mat up. I want to bring the camera a little bit back so it doesn't keep on unfocusing. For some reason, it keeps doing that, and it just sucks. But that's my first time actually, I think, opening these, so that's pretty cool. But let's just go and actually open up Huggy Wuggy. That's the whole filter, or the whole I forgot what it's called, filter, I'm guessing it's called. But let's go and actually see this. This is how he looks within the actual container. He looks very good, very detailed. Kind of actually have him in hand and look at it. He's number 0 out of, 1, 2, 3. And also, he's technically 0 out of 2. It says Huggy Wuggy vinyl figure, Poppy Playtime collection. And if you go to this side, it says, wait, no, you have to go this way. So this way shows Huggy. He's just chilling there. And this way it says here, come visit the most magical factory on earth. We can't wait to see you. Showing Huggy Wuggy there, smiling. And then over here, it says here, it's Huggy Wuggy time. And at the top, it shows Huggy Wuggy, and the bottom has the exact same thing as last time. Why does the camera keep on focusing? Don't know. Anyways, let's go and actually open up and see what it says on the inside. It says here, open for a big hug. Open up for a big hug. Okay. If that was something else, like, his name is Huggy, then it says Huggy Wuggy, and you squeeze into your pop. I thought I was going to say that, but, no. Youtooz decides to take an alternative road. But let's go and actually look at Huggy Wuggy. He has to have a stand because how big and how thick he is. We all know our boy Huggy. He's thick, so he needs a stand because he's special. Well, this is the stand. Let's just go and actually remove everything else and look at him. This is Huggy Wuggy. As you guys can see here, he has both his little Youtooz eyes popping out like 3D. Because it looks like he has the regular eyes of Huggy Wuggy. But then they just put the eyes on the Youtooz eyes. And that's my main opinion is why they did that. They could have had it a different way or printed on. But it looks kind of weird. As you guys can see here, it's just popping out of the eyes. But I guess the whole eyes and everything looks pretty cool. His hand and the bow tie is also supposed to be a little bit different, of a lighter color blue. They just have the exact same color. But as you guys can see here, his whole hand looks like he's crawling through the vent, chasing you. They did a really good job making the fur design and everything else about Huggy Wuggy. I definitely do like that. Also, the whole mouth here, the whole shape of the mouth, and also the 3D teeth is pretty cool. I thought it was gonna be like not 3D teeth, but as you guys can see here, every single teeth is 3D molded in there. Looks pretty amazing, and I just really do love Huggy Wuggy. First of all, I love Huggy Wuggy. I have lots of merch off him. He's just a cool character, all flimsy, stuff like that. And this Youtooz is no exception. No unexception. I don't know what to call it. It's amazing. As you guys can see, the stand says in Chat Mob Inc. Youtooz.com 2022. Copyright. Even though it's supposed to say Mob Games, but I think they've been working on this a little bit longer, so they have that on there. Yeah, I don't think he could come off his stand. Yeah, he can't because he's too thick, and the stand is also thick, so he just stands there, making a perfect display piece. So that is Huggy Wuggy in all of his glory. Definitely amazing, and definitely do love him. Let's go and move on to the next one, being Poppy, because we all want to see Poppy instead of Player, right? Player is probably boring. Poppy gets shows here. Poppy vinyl figure. Youtooz in the bottom, showing Poppy behind the logo. By the way, I don't think her eyes are that big, but we're going to test out because those Youtooz eyes look pretty big. The side shows a Play Co-Factory again. This is Puppy Playtime, same thing again, but this time also the whole Youtooz is actually white in the inside instead of red like Huggy Wuggy. White here again, and that's it. In the bottom, shows an authentic sticker and also the whole code to scratch off. And also in the top, just shows Poppy herself with the whole Playtime, Poppy Playtime behind her. But yeah, I'm happy they made Playtime, even though I think they should have made 4 Youtooz instead of 3. And I think the 4th one should have been Kissy Missy or Mommy Longlegs. It could have either been one of those two, and I would have been obviously fine with it. But as you guys can see here, this is Poppy herself. The eyes aren't as big as it shows here in the post or coloring render, but this is my first time seeing a Poppy figure in hand, and so far I think this is looking pretty good. But without further ado, let's just actually look at the rest. It says your Poppy Playtime vinyl figure collection. She's number 2, meaning player is number 1 and she's number 2. In the back, this side shows Poppy Playtime herself, and on this side it shows here the exit for chapter 1 saying, "My name is Poppy and I love you." What is this, Doug from Up? And over here it says it's Poppy Playtime. That is obviously, that's from the beginning of the whole game. He's like, "It's Poppy Playtime." I think you all know what I'm talking about. But let's go and actually open this up and hop into this, I guess. It says, yeah, I can give you answers. Okay, is that some game lore or something? Like some lore in the game? I can give you answers, how she can help us. Like in chapter 1, in chapter 2, she's gonna help us. That is very strange. That's a very strange line to add, very strange. I don't know why. I'm kind of a theorist, so, I kind of use every single bit of game lore possible to think that, hey, that's something, isn't it? It's something. But anyways, let's go and actually open Poppy up. She's all in this plastic shell. And she also has a stand, too. I think all of them have a stand at this point. They're all too big and thick to ever even go on a stand. But to be fully honest, guys, Poppy is one of the most, biggest biggest figure I've ever seen of Youtooz so far. It's just very strange, I guess, to see a doll person, who knows. But this is Poppy Playtime herself, the one that's taking so long to finally come here. As you guys see, there has some face printing for the mouth, the freckles, and also the little cheeks. Also has her eyebrows, also a little bit of white on it to make it look like a reflective glass type material. This is pretty cool. They did a great job on that. They also have the whole hair here, the red hair, the 2 bow ties on top that Poppy has, also the 2 red hair on the sides. It's like big blumps, but it does look pretty detailed. I definitely do like that. And also she has little feet in the bottom, in her little shoes. But the dress is also very detailed. It has the ribbons all aside, the white and then light blue, and a little white here. Also a little white doll hands too. They did a really good job with some buttons and bow tie here. They did an amazing job on the dress and the detail. So I think Poppy's obviously a lot more detailed than possibly Huggy Wuggy, and I think this is the first ever merch or official merch for Poppy herself, beside the other ones like, the new mystery mini, stuff like that from Fat Mojo. But this is, I think, probably the best quality and the closest you're gonna get to a real doll of Poppy herself. So it's pretty cool, but also sad how she sold out, meaning you cannot get her. You have to go in the aftermarket if you're gonna want to get her. But Poppy is also pretty cool. Also comes in the stand. It says Enchanted Mob Inc. And a little bit smaller and a little bit thinner than what Huggy Wuggy's stand was, because Huggy Wuggy was a little bit more of a beast, so he needs a little bit more of a thicker stand. But that's definitely okay. And now let's go put Poppy to the side and look at the very last one, being the player figure. The player, it says your player, Youtooz, has white up here exactly like Poppy, same factory with the Playtime on the side, and the same white Youtooz up here. And we're showing the player behind the Poppy logo. So let's go and actually hop into him and see how the player looks, and if he has a stand too. He probably does have the stand, but who knows? I'm just curious at this point now which one has a stand and not. So let's go and actually crack this man open. And yes, he does come with a stand too. Pretty interesting. They all come with stands. He's number 1. It's player vinyl figure. And then on the other side here, it shows here the player here. This is the player you play as this here. So what are you waiting for? Come visit the factory. Showing Huggy Wuggy's hand going through. And on this side, it says here, are you ready? Question mark. So it's pretty cool they made a player saying this is how he plays, even though this is not how he plays. It's just the figure used in the VHS tapes. Unless we're actually a toy, and this toy spoiled us. But I don't think we're a toy, because they would have looked at us. Mommy Longlegs was like, you worked here. A toy does not work at a factory, so it's obviously hiding who we really play as. So yeah, let's just go and actually take him out of the box, and let's go and see how he looks. So we'll take this whole part here too. And then just take out this. And now let's look at the player in all of his glory. First, I need to go and actually move everything, because It's starting to make a huge mess on the side, all the wrapping. But this is a player figure, and he has an actual different and unique stand that I never seen Youtooz use before. It's fully black and not see-through unlike the other ones, and it says here 2022 Enchanted Mob Inc. and Youtooz. It's pretty strange how they use this stand, but yeah, this is the whole player. He has a big sphere head, but also the whole grab pack that is probably the thing I like about this the most is the grab pack. Even though I do wish both the hands of the grab pack was a little bit more detailed, you know, like in the game looks like a real hand. But this is Youtooz version, kind of like a chibi type version, so it's supposed to make it look a little bit dumbed down for a figure. But as you guys can see, this is the very first merch we've ever got of the player, and we're still going to get more when it comes to Fat Mojo with their mystery clips and mystery minis. We're going to be getting 2 more player merch, so looks like the player is somehow getting a lot of merch, even though he's not who we play as right now. But the grab pack did an amazing job making it, and model definitely do love it. This is obviously the most simplest out of all of them, but I definitely do like this one. It's not a bad figure at all. It definitely does capture it. If you want to get any of the figures, I definitely do advise Poppy or Huggy, not definitely the player, because, you know, in my opinion, I guess the boringest one. He's also sold out, I mean, you have to get him in the aftermarket if you do want the player. But in my opinion, I'll definitely skip out of him, but I want to get the full entire set, so I got obviously the player too. He's all yellow, has some straps, and he looks pretty cool. Nothing else really to say about him. Definitely do love him. But that, at the end of the day, guys, is all of the official Poppy Playtime Youtooz. Tell me, guys, in the comments below, out of all 3 of these, which one is your favorite? My favorite is going to definitely be Huggy Wuggy, then Poppy, then what's on player. But if it comes to detail, I think it's going to be Poppy Playtime, then Huggy Wuggy, then the player. Tell me, guys, in the comments below, out of all these, if you could pick only one, which one do you get? For me, it would definitely be, you know, Poppy at the end of the day. But also, if you do have these, which ones do you guys have? And if they're going to make a wave 2, which one would you like you guys to see in wave 2? But anyways, thanks for this video. See you guys all in the next video. Goodbye.